Hello everyone, I'm Tony Suzuki and I will be reporting for Module 6, Part 7, Computer-Generated Graphics. First, let us define, what are computer-generated graphics? Computer-generated graphics are images or visual designs created with the help of computer software. They are widely used in presentations, advertisements, films, and games to illustrate concepts, enhance communication, and make information more engaging. Including computer-generated graphics in our communication materials make them more pleasing and attractive for the viewers. Graphics may also be able to determine if the audience will be able to easily comprehend the information or not. Producing these graphics may sound difficult for some who may lack artistic skills, but in today's time, with the availability of graphics programs or softwares, websites, producing any type of visuals is now easier with a click of the mouse. And I think it's very evident nowadays that we have all this sort of graphic design websites, like it's very commonly used, Canva. So now it's easier to make graphics or design some materials using that software. Okay, moving on. So what's the importance of computer-generated graphics in communication materials? How important are they to the materials? So to analyze, here is a statement from Bowen and Hua on their research and analysis of computer graphic image design and visual communication design. In the process of selecting goods, the audience first sees the outer packaging of goods, which means that the sales volume of goods will be affected by the design of goods. So just as the consumers are influenced by the design of the product's packaging, audience are drawn to communication materials through their visual appeal. And computer-generated graphics enhance the look and clarity of materials. So it makes them more engaging and effective for the viewers. Well-designed visuals can capture attention, guide understanding, and ultimately improve the impact of the message, much like attractive packaging can influence purchasing decisions. Okay. Now let's go to the four types of computer-generated graphics as discussed in our textbook. So we have photographs, illustrations, clip art, and information graphics. So let's discuss photographs. Photographs are the most literal form of visual communication. Photographs are a direct form of visual communication because they capture reality as it is. While this makes them powerful, it can also be a drawback when unwanted details are included. So by the photographer, if they capture something that shouldn't be in the frame. With the help of computer software, however, these elements can be edited out. So it's easier to edit now and tweak some photographs to make them more necessary for the material. For example, so by scanning and digitizing photos, they can be altered and enhanced on a computer to better convey the intended message. So it's easier to digitize photographs. Okay, ways to improve photos. So we have different editing techniques, and one is cropping. So cropping, it's very commonly used in our phones, and it's easy to like edit the shape out or remove some unnecessary sides of the photos. So cropping removes unwanted edges and helps highlight the most important part of the image. And then next, so we have silhouetting. So it removes background details and creates a stronger visual focus. Next, we have airbrushing or manipulation. So airbrushing and photo manipulation allow you to adjust shadows, highlights, or even combine parts of different photos to make the image more effective. So I'll show you some example of digitized photographs. So here are some. So as you can see, I got a sample of a silhouette photograph. So it captures a message more than if it's not on a silhouette type. And the other one, so this one is a digitized photo since it's enhanced. So there's probably filter on it and the brightness, the contrast, saturation. So all those elements have been edited out by the photographer. Okay, now let's move on to illustrations. So illustrations provide more flexibility than photographs, allowing selective emphasis and organization of information. They can convey both accuracy and mood or prioritize aesthetics over realism. With modern computer graphics, technical illustrations like cutaways or line diagrams can clearly show the structure of objects, often more effectively than photos. Okay, so I searched for some samples of illustrations that we normally see on some communication materials. So, okay, I have these examples. So these may be like the traditional illustrations that are hand drawn, and so these ones are talking about corruption or poverty in the Philippines. Next, let's move on to clip art. So clip art, they are the ready-made images. So they can enhance the appearance and the professionalism of your materials. And so they're ready-made, so they can be easily added to the documents, saving time and effort. So you can just easily click. So nowadays, even in the Microsoft system, so we can just easily click clip art, and there's so many examples that shows up. And a variety of themes is also available. So for example, for certain holidays, events, occupations, and even specialized fields. So you can easily search, for example, you want to search something about the environment, and then certain clip art will be showing up, and you can easily select or choose whichever clip art you want to use. Okay, and I'll show you examples of clip art. So I have here, so I search for something that's for a communication material. And this one, so these are the clip art examples with mobile content, marketing strategy, presentation tools, and so on. And lastly, so we have information graphics, or now commonly known as infographics. So it's a term that we use uh, many times nowadays. So infographics communicate trends, comparisons, and organizational structures effectively by combining charts, diagrams, and tables with visual appeal. They can be created using clip art, so it's some clip art, desktop publishing tools, or specialized drawing programs. So it's a combination of different graphics, so that's possible. And with advances in multicolor printing, information graphics are increasingly used to make publications and presentations more engaging. So I think it's widely used, especially in social media. We can easily see information graphics reporting on significant or very important timely issues, especially in the country. So here are some examples that I was able to search. So first, I have here the agriculture and fisheries indicators system. So as an example from them, so we can see the crops, livestock and poultry, and fisheries. So self-sufficiency ratio. And then the other one is an unemployment report from 2024, so June 2024. Okay, and then next, so let's just discuss this like tip or this information on how to manipulate graphics. So graphics can be manipulated in many ways to make them more suitable and impactful for your materials. Illustrations and artworks can be cropped, so again, silhouetted, placed on different backgrounds, or extended to the edge of the page. So just designing a page for a communication material. Draw type programs allow stretching or compressing illustrations, while paint type programs enable resizing scanned images to create impressionistic and visually striking effects. Even simple elements like circles, lines, patterns, and clip art can be combined creatively to produce attention-grabbing graphics. So these techniques let you transform basic visuals into engaging and memorable designs. And now for my discussion points. So number one, try to recall an instance when computer-generated graphics help you understand a topic or issue better and share your experience here. And if you could, so if you still have access to it or you can, maybe it's saved somewhere, share the material with the graphics as well. So it can be a photograph, a link, or a screenshot even. So anything, just make sure to include it in your reference. And next, number two, choose a communication development topic that you want, then search and share up to 2 computer-generated graphics of any kind related to that topic. And then next, so briefly describe the graphics and how they can be helpful for communication materials. And that has been my report on computer-generated graphics. Thank you very much for listening.